How's it going, y'all? It's John Manalo, and I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that, as an entrepreneur, I've struggled with, and hopefully it helps you guys out that are in the same business. If not, if you guys have your own businesses outside of sneaker restoration, aka auto mechanic, barber, fish tank cleaner, whatever the fuck it is, hopefully you'll grasp what I'm saying. And for one, how should I price my services, and how do I know if it's a fair deal? For one, you have to account how much time, how much labor, your experience, how many times you fucked up in order to perfect that craft. And what was the other one? Time, labor, experience, and material. The amount of material that you're using, acetone, cotton balls, the equipment that you're using, also utility, electricity, water, the experience. How many times did you fuck up in order to perfect it? How many times did you pop an air unit? How many times did you rip a donor midsole? How many times did you tear the leather? How many times did you rip the rubber sole because you're so careless and pulling so hard that it ripped on you? So what does that do when you mess up a shoe? You're going to pay for that customer a brand new pair of shoes. So that's going to be a very expensive lesson for you to learn to not to do in the future. So you're down, if it's a donor, $100. If it's a shoe that you messed up that a customer gave to you to repair, that's gonna be over $200, $500 easy for a simple mistake because you're impatient. So all of that factors in how much you should be charging, right? And let's be honest, everybody messes up. The number one teacher is failure. How else will you learn? You can learn it from YouTube, but there's something about the brain where when you know you fuck up, you have that feeling, that gut feeling in your stomach, just like, fuck, dude. That discouragement, that feeling of, fuck, dude, like I gotta come out of pocket. You don't want that to happen again. So that's a better instructor, a better mentor than me on YouTube. Watching people on YouTube, watching me on YouTube is a good guideline, but the number one teacher is always from experience. You're probably thinking, shoot, like if I increase my prices, that means I might lose potential customers because it might be too expensive since they're used to my cheap prices. You're not gonna get far in your business if you wanna make this into a business if you keep devaluing yourself. So let's say you've gotten better at your craft and your repaints are worth $60 opposed to your $30 that you started off with. You're not gonna feel as motivated to put in that same amount of hard work if you're being underpaid. So that's why I increase my prices up, because I know the amount of stress it takes to do a sole swap, especially if it's like a game-worn shoe for PE. It's so stressful not to fuck it up because those are worth thousands of dollars. So obviously, you gotta raise up your prices. So going back to, I don't wanna lose potential customers. Well, guess what? The people who value your work, the people who understand your craft, understand how meticulous you are in making their fucked up shoes look brand new again, and if it has sentimental value to them, they're gonna pay every penny that you're gonna charge them if the amount that you're gonna charge matches with your skill. So let me give an example to my boy Who Fresh. Follow him on IG if you guys don't already. Check it out right here. He was telling me how much he charges for his Jordan 4 cleat swaps. And right when he told me his prices, I immediately told him, brother, like, you gotta raise up your prices because I know the amount of work, the amount of materials used, the amount of time it takes for you to sole swap that cleat. It's not worth for however much you're charging. I think he used to charge like 180 or something. And I was like, bro, you gotta raise it up because you have to value your craft, right? And I've seen his work in person. It's amazing. There's no separations when I stress test it, because that's the number one thing I do when I get someone else's work. I stress test it to see how solid the glue job is. Perfect. So when he told me his prices, I'm like, brother, you gotta raise it up. So the moment he did, he was very hesitant. Mind you, he was very like, fuck, I don't know if I should. Because he had that scarcity mindset. He's like, if I raise up my prices, I might not get the same clientele. But once he did, the first customer that he charged double, because I told him, well, you got to charge double. So that's about $300 worth, right? Around 300 bucks, not really double. Otherwise, it would have been 360. But he charged around $300, and guess what the customer said? Should I pay now, or do you want me to pay after? So how is that scaring the customers away? Because the customer knows how much because the customer knows how skilled Fresh is, so he's willing to pay every dollar because he knows it's worth it. So never be scared of increasing your prices. The only thing your ugly ass should be worrying about is not doing it sooner, because you're gonna be pushing away all the broke motherfuckers out of the way and giving those potential customers that are cheap to the people who are new to the game. So let them fuck up their shoes because they don't want to pay your prices. So don't be scared to increase your prices. Know your worth. Don't devalue your skill because you're scared to lose potential customers. Lose that scarcity mindset and have that abundance mindset where you're like, who cares if I lose like 5 customers? I'm gonna get the same amount of value for those 5 customers with 1 customer. So let's say you charge a custom, let's say if you're a customizer, $100 for a custom. Now you're realizing, okay, I'm getting better at this craft. I'm gonna charge $500. Now 5 people are going to you for that same custom, and they thought you would charge around $100, and then they decline on your service. But that one person that accepts your service, you just made $500 for that one shoe and saved yourself 5 times the time, the labor, the hassle. Do you get what I'm saying? Same thing for my barber homies who are just starting out. They used to charge $5. Now that they're getting better at their skill, their lines are getting long as fuck just because they know the customers are getting a cheap ass haircut for $5. But then when my boys would charge $10, the line would shrink in half, but he's still getting paid the same amount. He's getting paid the same amount in a shorter amount of time. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Let me know and I'll do more of these, nuggets for you guys. Just let me know what to talk about in the future. This is the only thing that got brought up in my mind. So hopefully it helps you guys out. If it did, if you guys are little entrepreneurs, doing little shoe restorations or doing barber work and all of that, and it helped you out, and you have that confidence to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna raise up my prices and see where it goes. If what happens, what happens. I'm glad that I helped you out. I'm glad I can make you more money. I'm glad that you are twice as rich as you were before. And I'm ending on that note. All y'all, late.